Don't sign that contract until you check these 3 red flags. Number 1, in a New South Wales contract for sale, you need to check for restrictions, covenants, and easements. These are things on title on the property that you're buying, may it be strata or Torrens title, a apartment or a house, that you need to look out for. These are in every contract for sale. They're a prescribed document and they take a little bit of expertise to navigate. A restriction on the use of land could be something that is registered on title that dictates the way the dwelling can be built. It could dictate the design, fence, and what that can be made out of. And other design type restrictions are common in contracts and registered on title. Easements are something on the land that affects your land that could benefit another block of land. One that is quite common is a sewage easement, a sewage line that benefits your neighbor that lies on your land, and you can often not build on top of that easement, or there may be rights related to it. A pad mount station, one of those big green boxes, that could be on the land, and you need to deal with that when building. And then covenants are also another thing similar to easements that could benefit your land and affect another block of land, or depending on how old the property is, it could be similar to an easement. Number 2, unfair conditions. Special conditions or additional clauses in a contract for sale are specifically drawn up for that specific contract. There are standard conditions in every contract for sale in New South Wales, and these are the same. The special conditions or additional clauses are specifically drafted by a solicitor or conveyancer to be added to the contract, and this can dictate additional amendments or changes to the standard clauses. It could also deal with things like a rent back clause for the vendor to be able to retain possession of the property after settlement. It could deal with penalty interest. So if you're late in settling, it could deal with how much money you will pay as a purchaser for being late. It is very important to get expert advice and review of these special conditions. Another thing that is often looked past is inclusions and exclusions. Some contract for sales have these missing. So the agent, solicitor, or conveyancer can mark what inclusions and exclusions are on the front page of the contract. If these are missing, this is a grey area. You don't know specifically what is included or not included. And this could be a point of contention. Often people will want to know exactly what they're buying. So keep an eye out on the inclusions and exclusions on the front page. Like anything, it is important to get specialist advice and guidance when you're doing a property purchase or sale. That way you can be well versed in what is going on in the contract, what you're buying, what to look out for, and your obligations as an owner. If you miss this and sign a contract, you could be bound to something that you don't really want. If you've liked this content, please like, follow, and subscribe on the channel you're watching on. Thanks.